Hello friend, how are you? Welcome to Tripan Study Center. Today we are going to do the chapter of social science and highlighting each and every point of it. Let's see what is our topic today. Emergence of Indian National Congress, 1885. Our next topic is important here. Emergence of Indian National Congress, 1885. The Indian National Congress was founded by the Allen Act of Williams Holmes. There is a most important person here, the founder of the Indian National Congress, Allen Actor William Hume, in 1885. Hume was a retired civil service officer. Hume was a retired civil service officer. He saw a growing political consequence among the Indian and want to give it a safe constitutional outlet so that their resentment would be not be devolved into the popular agitation against British rule in India. He was supported in this scheme by the because his Lord Dolphins and by a group of eminent Indians. Gomesh Chandra Banerjee of Calcutta was elected as the first president. You know that the Indian National Congress 1805, their first president here of Gomesh Chandra Banerjee of Calcutta. The Indian National Congress represented and the urged their politically conquest Indian to set up a national organization to work for their betterment. Its leader had a complete faith in the British government and it is a scene of justice. They believe that if they would be oppressed their grievance and before their government reasonable their British would be content try to be rectify them. Among the laborers leader, the most prominent were of Firoz Shah Mehta. The most prominent were Firoz Shah Mehta, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and Dada Bhai Naroji, and Das Bihari Bose, and Bahaduruddin Tozi, etc. For 1885 to 1905, the Indian National Congress had a very narrow social base. Its influence was confined to be urban, educated Indians. Here your screen, there is a most important picture here photographing the Indian National Congress in 1885. 1885, the Indian National Congress was first introduced for their picture. On your screen, there is an important picture for Indian National Congress as 1885. The early aim of the organization were limited only to be a communicate with the British government on behalf of the Indian people and voice their grievances. It was rightly called to the era of moderates. You will soon find out why. There's important. There's a why. The next topic is here. Initial stage of Indian National Congress. Initial stage of Indian National Congress. The Congress placed its demand before the government always in the form of the petitions and work it within their framework of law. It was for this reason that the earlier Congress leaders were referred to be a moderate. During the first 20 years, the Congress made a moderate demands. The member placed their demand before the government away in the form of petitions and work it within the framework of law. It was for this reason that the earlier Congress leaders were referred to as the moderate. And they asked for representative legislature, individualization of service, and reduction of military expenditure, education, employment, and holding of the ICS, Indian Civil Service, examination in India, and decrease in the burden of cultivator, and defense of civil right. And next year, separation of the judiciary from there is executive, and change in the tendency of law, reduction in the land revenue and salt duty, and policy to help in the growth of Indian industry and handicraft, and introduction of welfare program for the people. There is the most important thing here on National Congress. Unfortunately, there is a fault did not be bearing many change in the policy and administration of the British in India. In the beginning of the Britisher had a favorable attitude toward their Congress. But by 1887, and this attitude began to change. They did not be fulfill the demand of the moderate. The only achievement of Congress was enactment of the Indian Constitutional Act. 1892 that enlarged the legislatures by the adding of few non-official member and passing of the resolution for holding Indian civil service examination estimates in the London and India. Many leaders gradually lost faith in the constitutional process. Even though the Congress failed to be achieve its goal, it has succeeded in creating national awakening and instilling their mind of the Indian people a scene of beginning to be one nation. They provided a forum of the Indians to discuss a major national issue. By realizing the government policy they gave there as a people valuable political training. Though there is were not be ready to take a aggressive step which would be bearing them in a direct conflict with the government. The most significant achievement was the foundation of a strong national movement. The Britishers who were earlier supporting the moderates soon realized that the movement could turn into a national force that would be drive them out of country, and this totally changed their attitude. They passed strict law of the control education and curb their praise. The minor consequence were given so as to be been over some Congress leaders. The British Viscount Lord Curzon was a staunch as an imperialist and believed in the superiority of English people. He passed on Act 1898 of making it is a offense to the provoke as people against the British ruler. He passed this Indian Universities Act of 1904 imposing stiff control over the Indian University. And Curzon was out to suppress the rising of national Indian, and this was evident from that the 1905 award which you will be read the next section. The next section is the partition of the Bengal. That is important.